There's 4 things that you have to do as a salesperson to get repetition down. Many years ago, there was an article written called The Common Denominator of Success. And in that article, it said, what are the things you have to do every single day to play at the top of the chart? Now, I know this is years ago. It said, number 1, lead generation. Mario, I look at what you do, your sweet spot, your absolute, what you throw your fastball at better than anybody in the country is warm people up. But to me, that's lead generation.
Yeah, absolutely. 100%.
Okay. So whether you're warming them up, the second stage is when you make the approach. I know a lot of people like to make the initial approach through an email, through LinkedIn, through social media.
Right.
I favor the phone.
Okay.
Okay. And, everybody says, you read these books, they go, the best time to call people is between Tuesday and Thursday from 10 to 12. I have my highest success on outbound calls, booking appointments Monday mornings, and I've closed more business on Friday afternoons. I just don't tend to read books from people that don't sell. I'm sorry. Was that rude? I apologize.
No, not at all. I love it. Because I agree.
And so,
or the people that get all their friends and family to take them to the Amazon bestseller list on day 1, and then they scream out Amazon bestseller.
Yeah, I'm with you. And so I believe in working harder at your messaging. Like everybody says, you don't get return phone calls. When I go in and do a corporate training with the live calls, or next week when I'm doing on the 3rd day live outbound calls, we do it on Wednesday morning, the early morning. In the afternoon, I tell everybody while I'm training to leave their phones on. We never get less than 60 return phone calls.
60?
60. We never book less than 74% conversion to appointment from people that pick up the phone. And we never do less than 92% getting through the gatekeeper. Now, let me tell you why I believe that is. Because the way you have focused at being the best in the industry at what you do, not only do you do it, but you can convey it and you can teach it. And what we decided to do was, if this is going to be an area of expertise, then let it be an area of expertise. Okay. What I'm also finding is unsolicited emails for us have a less open rate than a live outbound call.
Sure. Yeah.
Because
roughly about the same.
Right. Because we are proficient at getting through the gatekeeper, somebody's going to answer the phone. So without sounding, and this is not about, again, like you said, we got awarded the #1 sales trainer in the world by Global Gurus. But what was more important was our methodology got ranked #1. This is not about Joe. See, I have a run through the wall approach to life. I would make it work, just like you made it work years ago. But you can't teach sales across the board if it's about a personality. It has to be a system and a process. Or if you're going in to do training where people are coming to you, it's only going to work for the A-type personality.
Okay.
All right.
So as we're thinking about this, you're still on the make the approach, right? So give me some tips on how do we make the approach?
Okay. So let's say I'm calling a speaker, trainer, or consultant. I'm going to give you my script. Okay. Are you ready, guys? Write it down.
Here we go.
All right. If somebody looks at my LinkedIn profile, I got the kind where I can see them. I immediately see if there's a phone number. If not, there's a website. I call the website number. Nobody tell you, do not call the website number. There's a number on there for a reason. Somebody's going to answer the phone. So let's say a speaker, trainer, consultant answers the phone. Goes something like this. Ring, 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 ring. Hello? Who am I speaking to? This is John. John, my name is Joe Pici of Pici and Pici. Is this a good time? Now, let me put in brackets. 99% of the sales trainers in America tell you never see if it's a good time.
Right.
They
That's
say
my
it's
perspective
soft
as well.
They say it's soft. Quite frankly, it's polite. People are walking into the bathroom. People are in a meeting. So I ask them if it's a good time. If they say no, I say, great, what would be a better time? Here's what they always say. Well, what is this all about? That's the question I want. Mario, I specialize in helping speakers, trainers, and consultants take their intellectual property and talent and make money. And then I don't say another word. And I pause.
So you got your value proposition statement in one sentence.
And then I don't say anything, which is salespeople hate this.
Exactly. Drop the mic, be quiet, say nothing more.
And I don't care how long it is. I just stay quiet. And sometimes you get a grunt. And sometimes you get, okay. Sometimes you say, not interested. It really doesn't matter because I'm not good at selling. I'm great at finding buyers. My closing ratio is 95% because 100% of the time when I get a meeting, Mario, it's their idea.
Okay. So this is interesting because I'm gonna pause you right there because is this a good time? I've always been trained not to say that because it gives some of the opportunity to say no. But your when is a good time is a great follow-up. And then the next question is well, what is this all about? Right. So I love it. I never thought about it that way. Love it. And then, but what you say is what you said is your value proposition is that you help speakers, trainers, consultants.
So if I'm talking to a speaker, trainer, or coach, if that's the vertical, because one of our verticals is we have a training to help speakers, coaches, trainers, and consultants not be better speakers. We help them to make money.
Sure, to monetize it. So
that's it. So that's my value proposition.
Yeah. But our approach is the exact same thing. It's the value proposition mixed in with the business pain and problem. And if you've got that business pain and problem, we continue on in a discussion, right?
Okay. Now, but I stop at the end of that sentence and I give them a chance to breathe. They are as uncomfortable as the salesperson because nobody's ever used to quiet. The secret to sales is you sell in the silence. You give them a chance to respond. And this is what they always say.
How long do you wait?
Until it's so uncomfortable, somebody says something. And normally it could be seconds. It could be 15 seconds. You see, one of the things my wife and we got certified in DISC many years ago.
Yep.
But we
I'm a high DI.
Yes, you are. And that's why you're so good at what you do. You have the driver, but you got an unbelievable people skills.
Appreciate that.
So what we decided to, we took the DISC model and we said, this is a parlor game. Let's make it application based.
Okay.
Let's make it apply. So we don't even sell assessments. We teach people how to read behaviors for what they are right now. Because I don't care how DI you are, if you're forced to operate analytically for that moment, you go to a C behavior style. And that's the way you process and respond to people. So therefore, slow-paced people take time to process. So salespeople that keep talking, what they're doing is they're violating their processing time and they're going to get a no.
When you say they're violating their processing time, you mean
exactly.
The buyer's processing time.
The buyer processing time.
Yeah.
So then I'll get something like this. Tell me more. Or what is this all about? And here's the secret. I'm giving you my secret sauce, guys. I don't give this to anybody for not any money, but I promised you I would.
All right. I'm ready.
Mario, would it be worth 20 minutes for me to show you how to take your talent and intellectual property and monetize it?
To take your talent and intellectual property and monetize
it. Mm-hmm. If they say no, I'm done. But if they say yes, they have just put themselves so far up on the qualifying time Then we're either going to book appointment or move into the appointment, which is like shifting gears. Then I start asking the questions about the pain, desired result, and timeline. But I don't start asking questions until I've qualified them. Let me tell you why I did this. Another secret sauce. I got tired of watching good people quit selling or put the phone down because they were taking no personally, because they would say something like, I'd like to have a few minutes of your time. That's personal. Everything I do is client-centric. So therefore, I'm allowing you to say no. You want to know why? Because I got another phone call to make. In our sales boot camp, of the 20 people I allow, 15 of them, the first time I called them was 4 years ago.
Wow.
I never throw anybody away. I never play games with them. I keep them in my follow-up funnel. Did I answer your question?
You did. So you're basically taking this time. You ask them a question, the initial question, which was I help business consultants and speakers take their intellectual property and monetize it, right? So that you're actually saying how you help, and you're also talking to the business problem that may be going through their head, because if in fact they are interested in making more money based upon monetizing their IP, they will say, to your point, tell me more.
Tell me more.
Okay. So we are so aligned because it is the exact same methodology that we use in a LinkedIn InMail.
Absolutely.
And
right.
in fact, one of our sellers sent an email out a few weeks ago, and I just had a chance to read it because he sent it over to me last night, and I provided some feedback to them on that particular messaging. And this is perfect because this is the exact same thing that we talk about in our individual scripts. We open up with, "Hi, my name is Mario," as an example, or however you're going to introduce yourself. And what I'm calling about is we help sales leaders create more sales conversations to ultimately grow their sales pipeline.
That's a value proposition. It's the same animal. You use that. I use the phone.
Yeah, exactly right. Different medium. It's a different medium. I love it.
Now, let me tell you, if I'm calling you, and this is about, see, every one of our product has a different market and a different value proposition.
Sure, absolutely.
All right. So let's say right now, one of the things we do is we do conflict resolution. Mario, my name is Joe Pici. Did I catch you at a good time?
Yes.
Mario, we specialize in helping companies reduce conflict, increase productivity.
Well, wait, can you send me some more information on that through email? It's not a good time right now.
Mario, what would be a better time?
Wait, well, what's this all about? One more time. Who are you?
Would it be worth 15 minutes for me to show you how you could reduce the conflict you're having internally, be more productive, and increase your bottom line?
I don't have conflict.
Fantastic. You know, Mario, have a great day.
Perfect. That's exactly. So that you qualified them, to your point, right?
Look, I don't want meetings with people that are not in the buying zone. I'm going to tell you how I got nationwide insurance.
All right.
Okay. I met some guy named Tom. We were invited to a chamber luncheon. My wife and I got invited. They were all women, and Tom and I. Tom was a construction business consultant. So I go, "Hey, I'm Joe Pici. Who are you?" He goes, "Tom Martinez." "Tom, what do you do?" "I'm a construction business consultant." And he keeps talking. He said, "What do you do?" "I specialize in helping construction business consultants get more business." He puts his fork down and he looks at me and goes, "You got to be kidding me." He said, "Well, how do you do that?" I said, "It's kind of noisy in here. Is it worth having a cup of coffee tomorrow morning about 10 o'clock for me to show you how you can attract and retain quality clients?" Now, you want the story to be that he signed with me. That night, his best friend called him and put him on a retainer, and he didn't need it. Out of his integrity, he showed up. Sat down with him, and he never told me he landed that gig. Took him through my sales process. When I got done, he goes, last night I got the biggest gig ever. However, I got a good friend named Jose Cruz. He is the vice president of Nationwide Florida. They're looking to expand property and casualty and life. They need your help. Great. Gives me his number. I don't do what some people do. I don't go into a prayer closet. As soon as he walks off, I picked up the phone. Ring, 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 ring. Jose, Joe Pici of Pici and Pici. Tom Martinez recommended strongly I call you. He goes, I have no idea who that guy is. I said, great, let me tell you why I'm calling. I specialize in helping insurance professionals book more meetings, generate better leads, close more business. He goes, what am I supposed to do with that? I said, hey, is it worth 20 minutes for me to show you how to take back market share from Geico? He drove from Tampa to Orlando to sit with me. We did a 15-minute meeting. That started, now where these things go, that started a 12-year relationship. He left there and went with Chubb. I don't speak Spanish. And so we talk. He became a buddy, and he said, man, if you spoke Spanish, I'd have you in South America. So one Saturday, I get a text, 7 o'clock in the morning. Hey, I'm in Winter Garden, Florida, buying a motorcycle. You got time for coffee? Right before this pandemic thing. Right. We're drinking coffee and we're talking. I said, what are your biggest challenges right now? He said, man, we're struggling in South America. Why? They shut it down. Our people have done everything through walking in with the bagels and having parties and very social selling and emails. He said, we're not booking appointments. We can't sell on the phone. So I said, well, would it be worth 15 to 20 minutes for me to meet with you and your supervisor for me to show you how to recreate your messaging to make your people more effective on the phone?
Sure.
Guy from New York gets on the thing. We have our meeting, and the guy asked me a very important question. He said, Joe, is this you or your process?
What does that mean? Is this you?
He meant this. Are you successful because you're a bulldog? And I said, no, it's our process.
Gotcha.
So we started working together. So what I'm saying to you is so on day 2 of our boot camp, or when I'm doing corporately, we work for 6.5 hours on getting so vertical where they know their target market, where they know what their benefit. We literally built such a scripting process that when we get on the phone, it's no big deal.